In this lesson, we're going to take a look at the basic settings here for your WordPress dashboard. And once again, I'm not going to go through extensive detail of everything because as I build the site and you follow along, then a lot more stuff will make sense then. But just to give you a quick overview, this is where if you put your mouse over here, if you want to view the front end of your site, you put your mouse here and you click on there, it's going to bring you to this. And you can click on you can have a new post, a new media, a new user. So this is a really quick way if you wanted to do something, very quickly. And on this side here, you have the admin. You can edit the profile. You can log out. You can create new users. And when you go over here, this is your post. This is where you post all your content, your new categories. You can use the tags, tagging system. And then over on this side, you have your media. This is where your photos, your videos, and you have your library of everything that you want to upload to your site or connect to your site. So right now, this is empty. It doesn't have anything because we haven't added anything yet. And once again, we're going to add content later on. Let's go over to your pages. These are all the pages that you can create, and you can create as many pages as you need to. There's no limit on there, like the privacy policy, about us, info, and different things. So you have a lot of options here for that. And then your comments. Your comments is when people leave a comment. You can have filters for it. You can be able to block out certain words. You can be able to delete comments. You can pre-approve comments, or you can wait to approve them. So if you have any pending, you see that here, you have any approve, you have any spam, you have any trash. That's a really great way for you to, make sure that people are not leaving no type of crazy stuff on your site. And then you have your appearance. With your appearance, this is where you can be able to customize your themes. Your widgets are little things that you can place different parts of your website. It allows you to do a lot of really cool things. And this is the menus for your site. You have your background and you have your theme editor. And as I mentioned before, WordPress is a content management system. That means that you can be able to manage your content easily without having to code. So if you have a new theme, you can click here to add a new theme, which you're going to do later on. And then you have your plugins. Your plugins are extensions or different features that you want to incorporate in your site, like the Dokan and other things that you're going to see. So this is really great if you wanted to add more functionality than what comes with the default WordPress. So let's take a look at the users. With the users, you have the ability for you to add new users. You can delete, you can give permissions, you can give different roles. Maybe you want a particular user to just see something but not edit it, or you want to give people different permissions for the back end and the front end. You can do that here as well. Now let's take a look at the tools. With the tools, you have to import, you have to export, you have the site health, you export your personal data, and you can also erase your personal data. So the tools section is really meant to give you control. Maybe you want to import something, you want to export content or import different things. You can check your site health as well. And when you do that, it's going to give you some recommendations for things you need to do, performance. It tells you here. So if there's any red flags, it's going to show you that here. So 16 items with no issues detected. So this is really great. If you see red flags here, then you want to pay attention to it. So right now the site health is good. And then when you go to the info, it gives you a list of the different things here, the version. You can see the media handling. So a lot of this stuff, you don't have to worry about it right now, but it's just good for you to, to know. And then finally, let's go over to the settings. The settings, as I mentioned before, this is where you can set your different, the URL, you can change things. You can set the title, you can change the admin email, you can choose the date format, you can choose the time format. You can choose the writing, the reading, discussion. So when you first install a software, I always tell people that just go through it and just play with the different settings because you're not going to break anything. It's still new. You haven't done any work to it yet. So don't worry about breaking anything. So that way, I just wanted you to get a basic understanding of how WordPress is. It's a really powerful system and it's very easy and simple for you to manage.